didn't sign on for this. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 spookiest levels in non-horror games. For this list, we ranked the scariest levels or sections in games that use a horror setting or themes, excluding actual horror games, since their entire premises is scary and we already have lists for those games. We're talking about games that had a sudden spooky theme appear in direct contrast to the rest of the game.
Adam, this is Central BCC. Adam, Boy, and Truck 1 responding to 25 Glendive Lane for high-risk warrant service.
Number 10, Fairfax residents, SWAT 4.
Go, go, go!
How dare you come in here?
Now! Police, get down! Get down! Now!
The life of a SWAT team member is never easy, but it got unusually terrifying in this segment of the tactical FPS.
Now you got this all wrong. Lawrence wouldn't hurt a fly.
Like the other missions, you get a briefing at the beginning of the mission on what you and your 5-man team can expect, but nothing can prepare you adequately for the sheer terror you will experience.
TOC, this is entry team. We found an unidentified female victim in need of medical assistance.
The creepy building is home of the freakish psychopath Lawrence Fairfax, the prime suspect in a number of kidnappings due to... Yeesh, well, we don't even want to know what he does.
No, you're hurting me.
Shut up.
And I can't leave
Suspect
them
in
all alone,
custody.
my poor darlings.
Blue.
Number 9, Creepy Castle, Donkey Kong 64. This platformer has outstanding level design, and this terrifying castle really changes the pace from the happy, upbeat worlds from earlier in the game. Take on a haunted minecart ride, explore the titular haunted castle, and every minute will be just as likely to creep you out, thanks in large part to the fittingly eerie music and the mysterious enemies like the ghost books. Not only that, but you get an unforgettable boss fight with King Cutout. Unforgettable since he's a giant cardboard cutout of King K. Rool. Number 8, Shadow Temple, The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. There's an infinite list of reasons why this action-adventure title is among the greatest games ever made, and this scary level is one of them. Most of the platforms, pits, and enemies are all invisible. Link needs to make use of the slippery hover boots and magic-draining lens of truth to survive this area. The highlight of the level, however, is without question the ghost ship that Link takes toward the end of the level as it sails through the ghastly tunnels. Number 7, Big Boo's Haunt, Super Mario 64. Another Nintendo title on the list, but they wouldn't be on here if they didn't freak you out as well as they did. This level, from the revolutionary platformer, is filled with creepy boos. The small ones that you see at first will probably be enough to freak you out, but things manage to get even spookier once you face off against the giant ones. And don't get us started on those disturbingly detached eyeballs, or that merry-go-round. Number 6, Sanctuary of the Scion, Tomb Raider. This was back when the proportions of Lara's body were frighteningly unrealistic, but even those weren't as unsettling as this level. Her mission to recover the pieces of the mysterious MacGuffin known as the Scion leads her to this creepy underground Egyptian sanctuary, which, unfortunately for her, is infested by terrifying mummies and flying demons. Also, just like the Shadow Temple, it too is filled with invisible platforms, so you better watch your step. Number 5, Magus' Castle, Chrono Trigger. Frog is here to avenge his friend Cyrus and get revenge on Magus for turning him into a frog. But first, he and Chrono have to deal with this haunted abode. What you think are save points wind up being traps. Characters related to party members show up as illusions, and there always seem to be bats stalking you. Regardless, you're gonna have to put aside your fears if you're gonna get through to the antagonist, Magus. Even though, throughout the entire ordeal, that eerie laugh is in the background, starting to wear you out. Number 4, Ocean House Hotel, Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines. While this game did receive mixed reviews, it is still a cult classic, and this is one of its most redeeming stages. It's a mostly abandoned hotel, except for one inhabitant, a deeply disturbing spirit. Throughout the level, the spirit will be responsible for flying objects, creepy sounds, and more seemingly unexplainable occurrences that are sure to test your nerves. It's plenty terrifying at the beginning, but it only gets worse the further you go, because the spirit gets more and more violent. Number 3, G.F.S. Valhalla, Metroid-Prime 3, Corruption. Dead Space and System Shock 2 may have done the creepy derelict space thing before, but Samus Aran also got a chance with this spooky outing. This Galactic Federation ship was attacked by the space pirates prior to the start of the game, leaving it desolate. And worse is that there's hints of Metroid activity here, as the area is littered with the charred remains of soldiers that have been reduced to dust. Samus has been through some creepy environments before, but this place takes the cake.
How came you here, brother? This is the wrong side of town for you.
Number 2, Ravenholm, Half-Life 2.
That's the old passage to Ravenholm. We don't go there anymore.
Unfortunately, you have no choice. The evil alien Combine bombarded this mining town with headcrab shells, leading it to become overrun with zombies. As if that weren't enough to deal with, there's not a lot of ammo in the town to use against those zombies, so you're gonna have to make use of your newly acquired gravity gun. On the bright side, Ravenholm was apparently home to a circular saw factory before it was overrun, so there's plenty around for you to use. Before we get to our number 1, let's take a look at some honorable mentions. Number 1, Scarecrow sections, Batman, Arkham, Asylum.
I'm sorry, Jim.
What better section to take the top spot than this fourth wall-breaking, brain-shattering terror? Scarecrow attacks the titular hero with his homemade toxin that brings out his greatest fears, which, if you know your Batman lore, would of course be his murdered parents.
Help us, Bruce! Don't let us die!
Naturally, these thoughts are pretty disturbing on their own, but they combine with the threat of instant death from Scarecrow's lamplight gaze in this masterfully created nightmare world. And you thought tripping out on hallucinogens would be fun. Do you agree with our list?
You morons!
Which spooky level made you turn the lights on? For more terrifying top 10s published daily, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.